Rennie Good was a gifted soul, a writer and a poet and a mother, wow. She tried to hit an agent with her car, oh no! Pop, motherfucker, now she's gone! Yeah, yeah, yeah! Being a fucking liberal is a mental disease. Blue-haired fuckables with the septum ring. You are not a hero, you're a fucking disease! You fuck around and find out it's what it is! Homo started talking shit to protect a chomo. He was getting nicked when he pulled a gun. Bam, motherfucker, now you're gone. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Being a fucking liberal is a mental disease. Blue-haired fuckables with a septum ring. You are not a hero, you're a fucking disease. Fuck around and find out what that is. Yeah.
Hey, folks, welcome to the program. Yeah, we're going to have a wicked ride, right? A wicked ride, this particular program, but educational. We're going to take a look at the culture side of crap. Of course, crap is just an acronym for culture, race, and American politics. And I did that because we're all tired of the crap. Just knock it off, right? Today's program, folks, is brought to you by the fine folks at Goldco. Here's all I'm asking you to do. Please, 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 please go to jovanlovesgold.com. Request your free gold and silver kit today, because now is the time to protect your money with gold and silver. People just aren't paying attention right now. And a lot of the bills going back and forth might be a bill to build a bridge. In those documents are embedded the switch over to digital currency. Period. You know, that affects everything. The economy out on your own, farmers, day workers, little money you make on the side, selling everything. It affects everything. And there's probably going to be a downsizing that's going to come with it, and they're going to force it on us, and you're just going to have to eat it because we're going to digital dollar. Look, gold and silver has a big part of protecting you against that. I'm not saying go rip out your savings and invest in gold and silver. That is not what I'm saying at all. All I am saying is get your brain fed. Do that with our fine partners at Goldco at jovanlovesgold.com. And, you're not going to get messages from me on Telegram or whatever. Hey, take a look at my crypto or any of that stuff. It's just not going to happen. I do not do that, okay? I do not do that. But what I am going to do today is we're going to get a little of that crap out of your cranium. Share this program right now. We're going to get started about 2 minutes.
Warning, the following program has been rated Gilligaff and is intended for open-minded audiences. If the truth offends you, or if you are allergic to focused intensity, intellectual athleticism, or the occasional F-bomb or even irreverent humor, please switch off now. If your delicate sensibilities need to be worried about or addressed, might we recommend the Underwater Basket Weaving channel to you? Otherwise, sit back, enjoy the wisdom, insight, and wicked sense of humor.
Cut the crap. How many times a day do you want to say that to politicians, the elite, the loony liberals, the fake news media, and the gender-confused, emotional socialist snowflake crowd? Cut the crap is your secret weapon for fighting for our freedoms and our great republic. It all begins with a massive mental enema, freeing you from the toxic news and politically correct views, which constipate your consciousness with stinking thinking. Your host, Jovan Hutton Pulitzer. He's known for calling out politicians and telling them to cut the crap. You've seen him on virtually every television network and listened to him on Coast to Coast Radio. And now he's here to help you learn to fight for America. Culture, race, and American politics. They all have one thing in common. They all need to cut the crap. Now, here's your host, Jovan Hutton Pulitzer.
Okay, folks, we're going to talk about this No King's Day protest, which evidently happened again. The question I'm asking, are these people just sick? Is this a disease? Or is this just bought and paid for? Right? Because right now it seems like our culture, our society, our country, our world, our nation, our part of the globe, the other half of the globe, is really in trouble, going to hell in a handbasket. Here's one thing going on in Canada. Canada just criminalized the Bible under their bill they just passed, C9, basically quoting scripture on marriage or sin or God's design for sexuality has now allowed to be prosecuted as willful promotion of hate. I told you this was coming. It's kind of why I've always warned about, you got to get really selfish about you, your family, protecting yourself, your front door, your back door. Just, it's coming. This is it. But when a nation basically says, if in fact, remember in the UK, you can, if you stand on the street and you even pray silently and you admit you're praying to God, like in front of say an abortion clinic, you go to jail. Muslims on the street, they don't. They can roll out their rugs, be on the street. All they want. I want you to think about that. Because I need you to understand, one of the most important things I need you to understand is this is a war of evil, of darkness, of angels, of demons. I said, go back and watch the movie Legion. I'm telling you, this is what's going on. But when a country literally passes a bill that if you quote scripture to somebody, it's okay for the Quran because you don't want to be Islamophobia, but you do it from the Christian standpoint, you can be prosecuted for a hate crime. And do you think it's any coincidence all of this Israel hatings going on at the same time? I mean, I have no idea how people cannot see this is truly angel and demons and spiritual warfare right in front of us. And then the disgusting stuff I see, even in my Twitter, for people that are family and friends here, quoting crap about Jews, is disgusting. You have been infected. This is a spiritual war. It's all by design. Let me remind you on this Islam stuff, right? Because remember, like in Canada, UK, quote Christian scripture, you're going to jail. But they can get in the street with their rugs and pray, rape young girls in the UK, drug them up, rape them, very young girls, gang rape them. You're going to be excused. Be the parent of the child that happened to it. Post about it that the government did not pursue justice and they incarcerate the parent for speaking out about it. You've got to understand what's going on and what's coming.
They never thought it would happen to them. Wake up, America. It started the same way. It will never spread, they said. Yet here they are. Learn from the past 50 years and don't let hindsight be 2020. By then, it'll be too late.
It's coming. By the way, I'm doing a series on Islam just to give you the history. Massive amount of episodes, probably be 50. I've already begun it, but I'm just taking it item by item, like it starts with what was there before Islam? What was Mecca? What was Mecca like? Who did Mecca pray to? Who were their gods? Where did Muhammad come from? You find he came from this tribe. What was that tribe about? Then you basically hear about the cave. Well, he went in the cave and he met the jinn. He was terrified. But then he meets a scholar, a Jewish Christian scholar, and all of a sudden this kind of spins and no, it was a divine thing. I'm just unpacking it for you. You're not going to want to miss the one that follows today. It's going to be hard to listen to, but your brain's going to explode. So right after the program, when you're watching the final credits of the program, you'll see a link pop up. I'll run long version of the credits. Let me make sure I do that right now. I'll run a longer version in there so you have time to see the link pop up and join me over on Locals. You're not going to want to miss this one for sure. But that's over on my Locals that I will do immediately following this program. Again, this is the ongoing series, right, that I'm doing. I also, I was doing radio. I've done radio for decades. And then I just had to take a break from my radio program because I'd leave this program, head to my radio program, do that program, come back, do other programs. And I just, between the stuff we were doing, for elections and everything else, I kind of had to ease up a bit for a while. But education's my bag, baby. And so I have started a new series for you. And because I think it's important. And so I'm going to forget all the cultural divides, forget all the religious differences and everything that's going on. I'm doing a series that I think will connect you back much further, where we've got to remember we all came from the same place. We're all in this together, and it's mankind that divides everything up. Now, the way I've chosen to do that is to take the story, the biblical story of Noah and the Great Flood, which is also called the Great Deluge. And by the way, I worked on this with someone as a book. And as the book was in its final stages of getting ready, I don't know how it happened, but someone at Google, because we were working across the country together, on Google, wiped our Google Drive for this book, and it was all lost. Every bit of it. But I will eventually put that book back out called The Great Deluge so you can understand it. But it's telling of the story of Noah, but all civilizations have it. And so I'm kind of starting at the top. And so the first one I started with is the Greek retelling of the Great Deluge. So you're going to see the Great Deluge stories, and I'm narrating them. And that way you can just listen to them, and I will eventually release the book. Probably just the top 200, because there's over 2,200 different cultures' Great Deluge story. The commonality is we pissed off God. God destroyed everything, chose a few, and we got a fresh start. It's very interesting to hear it from all the different perspectives, all the different cultures. And there are even cultures who supposedly had no interconnection with other civilizations, all have the same Great Deluge stories. Now, if that doesn't show that there's, veracity in the Bible, I don't know what does. So I've decided to tell it through that. So the first one was done. You can get it out there. You'll see it. It was shared across all the channels. It was called The Great Deluge. But before we get started, I want to get your mind in the right place, right? And yeah, we're going to talk about all the wicked people that know kings, etc. But I want to share with you, every now and then I introduce you to new musical acts. I use music a lot in my programming, right? I want to introduce you to a new musical act called Mom and Mama. I think you might like them. It's pretty catchy. You're welcome in advance.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon to all of y'all. The scene here is very chaotic. Let me turn it down. That's my mama. Yeah, that's my mama. Ain't she crazy? That's where I get it from. If you're ever wondering where I get my craziness from, it's from her. Let me change the beat up. Get it, mama. Hey. Let me ask you a fucking question. Mama, does the carpet match the drapes? Does the carpet match the drapes?
I don't know. You tell me.
That's a question. You're colorblind? Didn't know that. That's a new one
my
on
sister
me.
that was colorblind. I
Hey.
have no shoes.
Hey, get it, mama. Wait. Peace out. Bye, y'all. We love
I know
y'all.
what Mama
all.
meant when she said you could, cause you fucking color your hair, you're gonna fry it. I thought my shit was gonna blow up in there.
Y'all heard her. Hey, glad it didn't though. Bye.
I promised my family I wouldn't play our family entertainment tapes. But hey, I told you when you put 52 people together in one room in my family, what do you get? Full set of teeth. See? But you caught the wisdom at the end, right? Mama, not mom, but mama, when she was asked if the carpet matched the grapes, she said, you got the little bit of wisdom. Don't color it down there because you'll go to screaming. I tried. What the fuck did you just watch? My family reunion tapes, bitch. Okay, we're going to get started. You might see some of my family in the crowd here. My mama. That's my mama. Does the carpet match the drapes? I don't know. I'm colorblind. Son, what do you think? Well, mama, I think it does. Wait, that's a rash like my cuz. Okay, that's enough. Okay. What, you don't like my singing? Here's what's going on in Minneapolis, because we talk about, those wounded souls in Minneapolis,
Rennie Good was a gift.
Some of the great music that I bring you here. And we'll bring you the, that's not motorboat. Motorboat? Where'd you get that? That's the only way you can move the meat curtains. Anyway, here's a Minnesota lawmaker talking about the ridiculous of dim politics.
And I refuse to participate. I'm not adopting your language. I'm not respecting your preferences because you don't own reality. You don't own grammar. You don't own definitions. You don't get to tell me. You're not important enough to provide me with an instruction manual on how to talk to you. Are you kidding? How important do you have to think you are to list at the bottom of your emails? And yeah, I see you laughing about it. Yeah, it's hilarious, isn't it? But what are the consequences for not abiding by it? What would happen in this chamber if I were to address Representative Finke? Need I continue? What would the consequences be?
Point of order, Madam Speaker.
Exactly. Thank you.
Yeah, remember Finke, right, in Minnesota? That's the dude that played like he's a girl, but Finke takes it in the stinky. I have that on great authority. Here, speaking of parenting, because, by the way, somebody was saying you shouldn't call them mom and mama or mom and mama. They should be called filthy cents. instead of 50 cents. That's pretty good. Let me show you some of the liberal upbringing. See if you like this one.
Excuse us.
How old is she?
They are 15 months old. We actually use they, them pronouns for gray until they tell us who they are. That's why you were like, who, what?
Oh, wow. Okay, so
They.
they.
Uh-huh.
This is a mom at a pride transgender parade, parading around her toddler like it's a badge of honor, just turned 15 months old, introducing as they. I'm just giving you kind of a mentality setup so you know who we're dealing with.
Excuse us.
How old is she?
They are 15 months old. We actually use they, them pronouns for gray until they tell us who they are. That's why you were like, who, what?
Oh, wow. Okay, so
They.
they.
Uh-huh.
Awesome. Well, enjoy the Pride Parade.
Did you say thank you? Thank you.
We are pulling apart this idea of sex, which is related to genitals, and gender, which is related to how you move in the world. So what you wear, how you share your identity with other people, all of those things are related to gender.
Transgender baby. Her name is Bella. Bella was born a boy, but now uses she, her pronoun. I am in the middle of trying to get a doctor's appointment in order to secure some medication to stop the male hormone taking over. Bella is 14 months old and is thriving in her new body. Now she's able to be who she was born to be. Trapped in the wrong body at such a young age has had a massive impact on young Bella's mental health. But with the right medication, we are going to get through it as a family. Just secured a grant as well to help Bella in her transition. So all costs have been covered and it's such a relief. She gets to be who she wants to be. This is all she's wanted for years now, and we couldn't be any more happier.
What age do you think most trans kids determine that they're trans?
Violet told us when she was 1.5. She's been telling us since she could speak. So she knew since birth.
Kids, I'm transgender, mommy. Go. Do you actually think that a 1.5-year-old baby, as soon as they learn to talk, they didn't say, Mama, Dada? No, they said, I have the parts of a mama, but I'm really a Dada. Are you kidding me? That's why this photo is so important. I just want to show you a little bit of the mind setup, right? The mind setup, because this is an education issue and how the system sets it up. But hang on.
First of all, just your thoughts on that. Do you think there's a genocide happening in Gaza? You do? Yeah. Got it. Okay. So why do you think there's a genocide happening?
It's like a colonial state.
It's a colonial state.
Please forgive me. I got to go.
Shit.
I got to go. I got to go change more paper. Yes, I play Google Gaga. And I got to college here.
First of all, just your thoughts on that. Do you think there's a genocide happening in Gaza? You do? Yeah. Got it. Okay. So why do you think there's a genocide happening?
It's like a colonial state.
It's a colonial state.
Yeah, and it's been like the territory of like Gaza has been like getting increasingly smaller and smaller.
The territory of Gaza has gotten smaller?
Yeah, it's been colonized by Israel. From the understanding.
Oh, there are a lot of Israelis living in Gaza?
Yeah, taking over Palestinian land.
Got you. How many Israelis live in Gaza?
I wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know? But you know that it's being colonized by Israel. Okay. So, just to give you a little bit of perspective, first of all, no Israelis live in Gaza. what happened with Gaza was it was under Israeli control before 2005. And then in 2005, Israel wanted peace with the Palestinians living in Gaza, right? So Israel withdrew all of its citizens from Israel. Actually, the Israeli government kicked out a bunch of Israelis living in Gaza.
I think like, yeah, I'm for freeing Palestine.
From what? If there are no Israel, oh, okay. Wait, can I have my mic, please?
Oh, yeah, you can have your mic.
I would recommend if you're gonna say there's a genocide, you should know what's happening.
I'm sorry, but would you just shared that truth with me? I pooped my pants and I must go.
Wait, my mic. How dare you call me Mike? Yes, this is kind of the whack-the-doodle poodle we're dealing with, but it gets worse.
You fucking scum, and you should get off our streets. We are not doing a fake debate about mass deportation. You are fucking racist and you are not welcome in our university.
At university, they teach us to listen to everybody, to consider everybody's feelings. We don't want anybody to feel bad. We are inclusive. Those fucking MAGA people are not for inclusivity. They won't listen to what we want. They just can't be kind. What?
You fucking scum, and you should get off our streets. We are not doing a fake debate about mass deportation. You are fucking racist and you are not welcome in our university.
I'm just having a
Nazi scum off our streets. Nazi scum off our streets.
I'm having a nice conversation with this gentleman.
I don't give a fuck about your conversation.
No. Chill. We don't need to be aggressive.
I'm here.
There is no point arguing with these people. They are fucking racist. I'm not engaging in a fake neutral debate with a complete racist. This is
not racist.
Nazi scum off our fucking streets. You are not welcome here. This is our university.
Lovely to meet you.
Who the fuck are you to come here and start putting this racist shit out?
It's not racist.
You are not welcome. I'm not letting this happen as if this is normal or acceptable.
So you can't have a conversation.
You are not welcome here. I do not give a fuck.
Well, let's hear his point. So your point?
No, there is no point. This is not happening. This is literally not happening.
Said by the girl at Cambridge that believes she's a guy. They can't all be this stupid, can they? Well, it's just why I'm asking. Is this sickness? Is this sickness? Or are they just paid to do this? Do they even know?
I was just wondering, like, what you guys do.
Sure. So we're just against U.S. intervention. So we're against the U.S. being involved in war in Iran. We're against the U.S. Funding the war against Gaza. We're against the U.S. being involved in Venezuela and Cuba. And so that's the focus of our organization.
I see. What's going on with the war right now? Like, why is it happening?
The war in Iran?
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I've been tabling all day and I'm pretty fried.
It's a lot. It's hot. It's hot. All right. Thank you.
I've been tabling all day and I'm worn out and it's hot and I can't answer you tabling because I've been tabling. Well, see, never accuse the Democrats of not being creative. I think they've learned in the advent of this social media where everybody is a total dumbass, ignorant, multicolored hair, pierced, and don't even know if they're a guy or a girl, and they've gone too far. Well, a lot of the older Democrats, they just don't like that shit, don't want to be associated with it. So it's backfiring on them. But yet, they have this No Kings protest. They have, I believe, enacted a new strategy to rebrand the Democrat Party from these wackadoodies and try to get back to their main core. Like here's people getting ready for the No Kings protest.
Okay.
Here we come.
All right, I got you.
Got me?
Yep, I got you.
Duh. Why waste a good thing when you can go into nursing homes, register them, get them to vote, even their bed? Fucking get them out. Protest. Man, these people make some money and get some air, and you can write it off as a charitable donation. Yeah, baby.
Okay.
Here we come.
All right, I got you.
Got me?
Yep, I got you.
It just dawned on me. It just dawned on me. We know Hollywood is liberal, right? We know the number one program in America is Landman, right? We watched them take the senior citizens on an outing in a party bus, and everybody thought it was awesome. Oh, maybe we can do that.
Okay.
Here we come.
All right, I got you.
Got me?
Yep, I got you.
Wait, but today's meatloaf day. I don't want to go. Come on, this way. We'll get meatloaf later. Wait, but I didn't eat my meat. And if I don't eat my meat, I can't get my pudding. Oh shit, I got to change my diaper. Wait for me. Hands out of our research, hands off my cooch. Yes, I personally inspected Mama, and the carpet does match the grapes. Hey, what are we protesting? We want pitted prunes. Pitted prunes. It's hurting my dentures. Wait, be careful, don't break your hip. Don't hold my, wait. Ladies, sit on me. Hey, dude, it's just my job. Wait, please, wait for me, you're leaving, wait. I got my flag, wait, look at me. Look, wait. Can you say elder abuse? And that's why I asked the question. Are these people sick or are they just paid? Well, that's obviously just paying people to get out there and protest. You think they have something important to say?
It seems like there's a lack of diversity here today, that it's mostly people who look like you and I, and I just
It is not for black people, for people of color to get out on the street. They're at risk when they do that. If anybody's going to get arrested here, it's going to be a black person. It is not safe for them, and they don't need to participate. We need to walk in their name.
Gotcha. Okay. Wow. Okay. What do you think about voter ID? Do you think it's racist?
It's 100% a tactic to control the population and prevent people from voting, so that the only votes so that the gerrymandering can work, so that white voters can vote in white Christian males.
Have you been voting blue most of your life?
I voted blue in the womb.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
If you had to vote for a Republican, J.D. Vance or Rubio, which one would you pick if you had to?
Yeah. I would slit my throat.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, you learned a very interesting thing. Evidently, prior to Vietnam and stuff and wars and stuff, a lot of babies, it's true, were born blue. people thought it was about umbilical cords being wrapped around their neck. But now we find out, oh my God, they come out as Democrats. They're transgender in the womb. By the way, if a baby can be transgender in the womb, which you can see reports on, aren't they admitting that's a baby in the womb? But then if, in fact, a doctor performs an abortion, aren't they being transphobic? What if? What if?
And the nation is watching the stream. I want people to know that if you want to act like Minnesota, or you think, Minnesota's a model, what can I do? Well, you can check your ego about what you want to do and listen to the leadership, and when they tell you what they need done, you do that. And you pay enough attention to the amazing...
Don't you listen to what your conscience tells you? Don't you tune into logic? Don't you dare get educated on your own. Trust the science, in this case, research. Trust the researchers who may be scientists. They know what they're doing. It is not nice to question. Your job is to be a mule. And don't ask questions, just do.
And the nation is watching the stream. I want people to know that if you want to act like Minnesota, or you think, Minnesota's a model, what can I do?
I want to have everybody act like Minnesota. Minnesota is the model. You know where I'm going with this.
Rennie Good was a gifted soul, a writer and a poet and a mother, wow. She tried to hit an agent with her car, oh no! Pop, motherfucker, now she's gone! Yeah, yeah, yeah! Being a fucking liberal is a mental disease. Blue-haired and fuckables with the septum ring. You are not a hero, you're a fucking disease! You fuck around and find out it's what it is! Jeffrey Pretty was a Jewish homo. Started talking shit to protect a showmo. He was getting nicked when he pulled a gun. Bam, motherfucker, now you're gone! Yeah, yeah, yeah! Being a fucking liberal is a mental disease. Blue-haired and fuckables with the septum ring. You are not a hero, you're a fucking disease. Fuck around and find out what that is.
I'm sorry, it just reminds me of the Minnesota national anthem, state anthem. Follow what Minnesota does and don't dare ask questions.
And the nation is watching the stream. I want people to know that if you want to act like Minnesota, or you think, Minnesota's a model, what can I do? Well, you can check your...
Here's what you can do.
Rennie Good was a gifted soul, a writer and a poet and a mother, wow. She tried to hit an agent with her car, oh no! Pop, motherfucker, now she's gone! Yeah, yeah, yeah! Being a fucking liberal is a mental disease. Blue-haired and fuckables with the septum ring. You are not a hero, you're a fucking disease. You fuck around and find out it's what it is. Jeffrey Pretty was a Jewish homo. Started talking shit to protect a showmo. He was getting nicked when he pulled a gun. Bam, motherfucker, now you're gone! Yeah, yeah, yeah! Being a fucking liberal is a mental disease. Blue-haired and fuckables with the septum ring. You are not a hero, you're a fucking disease. Fuck around and find out what that is.
And the nation is watching the stream. I want people to know that if you want to act like Minnesota, or you think Minnesota's a model, what can I do? Well, you can check your ego about what you want to do and listen to the leadership, and when they tell you what they need done, you do that. And you pay enough attention to the amazing organizers who've been on the ground, who actually have the information, who've already done the work, instead of starting your own. Oftentimes when you're like, who's doing it? It's like someone. You just need to learn who, and then you need to be the pack mule in the fight that they have been doing and organizing, because let me tell you what we need is pack mules, because there's brilliant minds and brilliant leaders in this community who oftentimes are putting up the folding chairs when they should be literally strategizing, because that's their strong suit. So be the folding chairs people, be the I'll bring donuts people for the brilliant minds who are actually making this train run. And on that note, I'm going to bring up some really brilliant minds who have...
On that note, I'm going to really bring up some brilliant minds who have come up with excellent strategy to make sure people like you, the mules, follow it. It's credible strategy. Please, everybody, learn it. Do your best to stay in tune. This will make a difference. You're not gonna take it. I know. You know this song. You're not gonna take it. I know. We ain't gonna take it. Woo! And we're not gonna take it anymore.
Oh, come on. They have some good points. Go Astros! We got another good strategy. I could get together all the girls that played flute and clarinet with me. We could march. Oh, it's a sign. Donald Trump blows. Let's blow. Go Astros! Power to the people! Power to the people! I'm confused. What is he saying? What is he saying? Achoo? Who has the mushrooms? What is he saying? Go Astros! I'm sorry, I got lost there. But our program's been blessed. Our program has been blessed by St. Thomas. Thank you, Jovan. You're a freaking Jim. We love you, man. I love you back. Long time. Thank you very much. All of it goes to election integrity, by the way, just so you know. And I appreciate it. I'm just trying to bring you the scoop. But what scoop? You know, you heard them talk in the beginning, are fearless planners, strategizers, leaders that, well, let me introduce you to one of their main leaders. True story. Be careful. I just want to warn you, you might want some of this.
You know, all you people who want to talk shit in my comments and say mean things, you wouldn't have the balls to say that shit to my face. And you know why I know that? You know, all you people who want to talk shit in my comments and say mean things, you wouldn't have the balls to say that shit to my face. And you know why I know that? Because you voted for Trump. You have no courage. You have no soul. You are...
Down, slave, and lick my rubber wheels.
You know, all you people who want to talk shit in my comments and say mean things, you wouldn't have the balls.
Oh my God, I just got the irony of it. She's in a wheelchair and she literally has a spare tire in her lap covered with rubber.
You know, all you people who want to talk shit in my comments and say mean things, you wouldn't have the balls to say that shit.
Although, I have to say, the little girl in the chain around her neck, walking behind, kind of being meek, I could probably offer some personal counseling to help her through this. Y'all can have Mad Max, bitch.
You know, all you people who want to talk shit in my comments and say mean things, you wouldn't have the balls to say that shit to my face. And you know why I know that? Because you voted for Trump. You have no courage. You have no...
Bitch. Look, I tried to put my balls on your face. I tried the incredible bat wing maneuver. You just didn't know it was there because your fucking chins were in the way, biatch. Jeez.
You know, all you people who want to talk shit in my comments and say mean things, you wouldn't have the balls to say that shit to my face. And you know why I know that? Because you voted for Trump. You have no courage. You have no soul.
No, Greg points out a good point. Let me get to that comment because it's just logic. I'm so fierce. Let me show you my warriors I drag on a chain behind me. Kind of a Princess Leia thing. You can have the little Trump puppet, ugly bitch, but the other one, and man, you're right. They're submissive. And what are they going to do? Whatever you say.
You know, all you people who want to talk shit in my comments and say mean things, you wouldn't have the balls to say that shit to my face. And you know why I know that? Because you voted for Trump. You have no courage. You have no soul. You are actively participating with being okay with the unaliving of innocent people, the bans against women's bodies in our own country, and the pedophilic nature of the people that you're choosing to worship right now. So you can kiss my fat disabled ass.
That cracks me up. I do feel sorry for her. I do feel sorry for her. She's evidently not from the immediate area, but she did go do the protest. She did go do the protest. ICE was there. You know, they had ICE in the airports because they didn't have TSA. caused a big rigmarole because they detained her. And now the news is making a story about it. They're just a pretty handicapped person, and it was ICE, and they knew she was the protesting queen. No, dumbasses. I hear on great authority that when she went through the checkpoint, they found 300 pounds of crack up under her skirt.
You know, all you people who want to talk shit in my comments and say mean things, you wouldn't have the balls to say that shit to my face. And you know why I know that? Because you voted for Trump. You have no courage. You have no soul. You are actively participating with being okay with the unaliving of innocent people, the bans against women's bodies in our own country, and the pedophilic nature of the people that you're choosing to worship right now. So you can kiss my fat disabled ass.
The real question is, did she just make a threat on your life? Think about it. If you actually tried to kiss her fat disabled ass, for many reasons, you understand possibly you would not survive. I think that's hate speech myself. But I want to warn you, don't judge a book. That won't apply for it. Don't judge a don't judge a book by its cover. You might get it wrong.
A lot of people kept asking me if I went to the No Kings protest last weekend. And I just politely said, no, without elaborating. But here's what I really think about those rallies. The whole premise is backwards. Journalist and CNN contributor Batya Ungar-Sargon said it best, and I'll play her clip in a minute. They're saying they're protesting kings, but they're the ones trying to overturn the will of the voters. Think about that. It kept happening over and over. Security guard of our building, one neighbor, walking a dog. And I was just like, why would people want to go to that? The protesters call Trump authoritarian, but he's the one implementing the policies he was elected on. That's not tyranny. That's representative government. I get that you might not like what his agenda is, but it is literally what he ran on. And he won the popular vote. I think to try and remove that leader, that's the anti-democratic move. And I just support the president. I'm not saying I'm anti-protest ever, but it was very groupthinky. I didn't like the energy out there. So many people kept asking me, hey, did you go to the rally earlier? No. I realized that here in New York City, my opinion is unpopular. It was the cool thing to do here in my neighborhood, Chelsea. But I guess I'm a dork. They've convinced themselves they're standing up to power, when in reality, they're trying to undo a democratic process they just don't like the outcome of. Even if he's not for every policy that I would be for domestically, he's for sure every policy that I'm for foreign policy-wise. And I just feel that he's making the world safer with what he's doing in the Middle East and domestically. I don't support mobs of left-wing people trying to say that Western civilization is bad and that our way of life is bad. I think our way of life is good. It's always shocking to me that I really align now with the conservative viewpoint, but it's like, I do. The transition is complete. So when people ask me, why didn't you go? I just skip the debate, because how do you explain that demanding the removal of an elected leader isn't the defense of democracy? It's the opposite. I don't want to get into it with them. I just kept it to myself. So no, I didn't go, because protesting a president for keeping his promises isn't saving democracy. It's mocking it. But I also...
Now, is that not awesome? That's why I said don't judge a book by its cover. That just goes to prove that garbage pail kids weren't toys. They were real people modeled after real people. And one can be a leftist and one can look like a garbage pail kid too, but be a conservative. Isn't that refreshing? And he lives in New York City. He was walking through Central Park. Anyway, don't forget, as soon as I leave this program, and this is the one you're going to want to see about Muhammad. Not if you're overly sensitive to visual stimulation retelling. But right after locals, as the out plays, you'll get it. This is the one that you're going to want to see. It's one of several, but it is a horrific story. You're probably going to see it. But what I want to do is I want to send you, right? Now, remember, I'm going to be preparing the link, and so I'm going to put it in as the out of the program plays to go over to locals. Join me there. If you're on Rumble, just click the red join. But I have it on good authority that maybe white supremacy is divine in nature. Hear me out. That there is deeper things at play, and you got to be like really in tune with nature to see it. Well, somebody discovered this, and I'm worried it may very well be the new protest coming up.
Dear liberals, don't freak out, okay? Like, don't completely lose your mind and turn your nose hair blue. But I think I found something that is going to really get you in protest mode. Are you ready? Okay, let's go, you guys. This is going to really piss you off. I am telling you. Do you see this field? Okay? Do you see all of these white butterflies in this field? Do you notice that there aren't any black butterflies? There aren't any yellow ones. There aren't any brown ones. It's just white butterflies everywhere. Just everywhere, white butterflies. And so I know you guys want to protest. These plants are racist. I know you want to protest. Like, why are these plants only feeding white butterflies? Is there a sign? I'm going to walk around the perimeter and see if there's a sign that says whites only. Because you liberals need to get here as soon as possible. I feel like there may be some butterflies who are of color that are starving. And it is because this field right here is prejudiced. It's prejudiced towards butterflies of color. You guys get...
Our courts are based on clear and convincing evidence. Want convictions? Want justice? For what happened in the 2020 election? Then we need your help. Not fixing 2020 will damn our nation forever. The decision you make in the next few moments could decide whether we ever get our elections fixed or not. Here's why. Trump campaign and allies filed 64 different lawsuits. They all went down in flames. 100% of these cases were presented on "It's the machines," or "The machines changed the votes," or "The voting company executive said he would make sure Donald J. Trump would not win." They all went down in flames. Why? You can't bring theories to court as evidence. No supposed Zoom call or six-degree polynomial math theory or census data is or ever will be proof of fraud. You can't bring theories to court as evidence. Here's why. In both civil and criminal law, the side making a claim carries the burden of proof, and prosecutors must prove guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. Without physical or otherwise verifiable evidence, a case cannot meet this high threshold. Physical evidence is the key. The question is, did anyone get relevant, reliable, provable, testable, and duplicatable evidence of what really happened in the 2020 general election? And the answer is yes, absolutely. The full forensic audit of Maricopa County, Arizona is the only evidence-gathering work which gathered relevant, reliable, provable, testable, and duplicatable evidence of what really happened in the 2020 general election. Evidence so damning that the system, the deep state, and those who pull the strings of this country have fought to keep it hidden and have hoped to have it be forgotten to time. Almost $3 million invested in time, funds, and efforts to unlock that which the system wanted hidden. But now, that evidence is in danger of being lost forever. So if you want what happened in the 2020 election fixed, then we need your help. Please donate to protect and secure this historic evidence. With the 2026 midterms coming up, the system is going to try to lame duck President Trump and then most likely introduce new impeachment proceedings. This is the evidence which will help win the war which is surely to come. We need to keep Maricopa County full forensic investigation and archives secure and ongoing. So if you want what happened in the 2020 election fixed, then we need your help. Please donate to protect and secure this historic evidence. We need your help securing the full forensic audit archives. Don't allow the only testable, objective, and reliable 2020 election evidence fall into obscurity. Millions were spent on getting it documented and tested. This is historic evidence. Not fixing 2020 will damn our nation forever. The historic Maricopa County full forensic audit effort processed 20,895,610 digital and forensic images of varying formats, resulted in 208 million individual evidence-proof files. The system processed over 58 billion forensic measurements, resulting in over 2 trillion individual base computations. No hopium, no hype, just hardcore forensic evidence. Please make sure the Maricopa County full forensic audit archives survive. Donate now. So if you want what happened in the 2020 election fixed, then please donate to protect and secure this historic evidence. We can't do it without you. We need you. America needs you. Our future needs you. Please donate now. Not fixing 2020 will damn our nation forever. Please donate now.